On to Deani, who slams it home.
Minus the right from the left block. Layup good.
Parker drives it through the hole to right. Hunt comes around to score. The Cavs win. Pierman dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery. The Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools. And brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. On this edition of Cavalier Sports Weekly, presented by the Virginia Lottery.
We don't want to be complacent, though. We don't want to just be happy with winning ACCs. Our team's better than it was last year.
Welcome to Cavalier Sports Weekly. I'm Jerome, Meyinsse, number 55 on the men's basketball team. This is our last show before the Christmas holidays, and what better gift to give you than a show full of basketball? We'll start with our Play of the Week.
The Play of the Week is brought to you by SunTrust Mortgage. We make the American dream come true every day.
Well, now 10 seconds to shoot. Sylvan crossing over now. Got to get something going here. He's got it on the right wing. Feeds off to Zaglinski. Zaglinski turning around. Fires for three, and he hits it again. Oh, my.
Sylvan threw me the ball. I knew I had to just square up the basket and shoot. I tried to draw a foul. See me, I fell down. I tried to, because he jumped with me, and luckily it went in.
How about Sammy Zaglinski as the shot clock was going down? That was from NBA range.
Stay tuned. Virginia game highlights are coming up next.
Chased down by Baker. He's got numbers. Off to Jones. Goes up the number. Count the basket as Virginia's back to within 7.
Welcome back to the show. Our basketball team had a pair of games this week in the John Paul Jones Arena. First, we faced in-state opponent Longwood, and then traditional SEC powerhouse Auburn. Let's check out the game story.
The Cavalier game highlights are presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Gives off to Zaglinski into the front court now for Virginia. Throws on the brakes. Now passes off to Baker near wing. Calvin directing traffic now. He's going to dribble, penetrate, jump step in the lane. Floater is good from about 6 feet away. Nice move. They're trying to take it inside. Dana Smith had it swatted away. Here comes Landisberg the other way. Puts up a runner in the lane, and he gets it to go down.
We had 14 days off before this game, and we just really want to come out here, be really aggressive, keep them on their heels, and we were able to do that tonight.
I thought that we made more good plays today than we have made in a while practice or game. So it's a point at which we can hopefully build from.
Tucker hands off to Baker. He snaps the pass back to Tucker. Down low goes to Scott, who puts up a nice shot on a powerful move in that low post on the right side. That one misfired by Durant Neal. Here comes Virginia the other way. Long transition pass to Tucker, who stuffs it down with a two-hand dunk.
We was always taught to run hard, and our guards are good at finding people, so I was just looking for the ball, and Calvin caught me. Coach stressed on, having a losing streak that we had to come out with energy, and just having that in my mind made me want to do more.
The rebound goes into the air. It's picked up off the floor by Zaglinski. Zaglinski feeds out to Jones in transition. What a move by Jeff as he scoops to the hoop and lays it in. He blocks Dana Smith's attempt. Now Zaglinski going the other way, moves down the lane, knifes his way through traffic and lays it in. We're sitting in the second half, and here's another wild pass. It was to no one in particular. Landisberg picks it up off the floor, takes it all the way to the rack, and lays it in off the glass. It's the inbound on the near side of the baseline. He'll pass into Landisberg. Landisberg dumps inside to Scott. What a shot, or what a pass, I should say, even better from Zaglinski, and then a nice move inside for Scott to finish it.
There are 3 or 4 things that we can do to get the ball below the foul line. One is to get the ball inside to our bigger guys. Another is dribble penetration, offensive rebound, things like that. And I think when the ball gets below there, especially that painted area, block area in front of the rim, that good things happen for teams. And we're no different.
Nice pass down low for Meyinsse. Count the basket and a foul. We are in the second half. Virginia leading comfortably. And here's a big shot block by Meyinsse. Swatted it nearly out of bounds, but Longwood gets it back. And another big hand diverts the shot as it was off the mark from Bryan. Now going the other way. Pull-up jumper. Calvin Baker buries it from the free throw line.
We talked about it, especially at halftime, that they weren't, they were going to come back and give us their best shot. And so I was happy with the fact that we had a couple of lulls, but we maintained ourselves and were able to stay aggressive and string some points together.
Face off to Zeglinski. Zeglinski turning around, fires from three, and he hits it again. Oh my! Comes down low, backing his way in. Barber, defended there by Tucker, floats that shot up. Contested shot is up and good. He gets a generous roll. Here's the turnover. Zeglinski's pass intended for Tucker is taken away by Waller. Easy move to the glass as he lays it in.
In practice, we were able to execute a lot more than we showed in the first half tonight, definitely.
Meyinsse is out onto the floor now for the first time today, as Baker's going to put up a long three-pointer. This one is good. Boy, that play was set up beautifully. Sen just couldn't quite finish. Here's a pass out. Jeff Jones uncorks the three-pointer and he knocks it down. Gianni passes off on the left side of Landisberg. Landisberg takes the lane. Nice feed to Sen, who stuffs it down. This time he won't miss.
Our ability on both ends to execute a specific game plan and then to do it with a high level of passion. And we didn't sustain either. And obviously it cost us at the beginning, and it cost us in the middle, and it cost us late.
Here's a long transition feed. Ahead of the pack, Robertson glides to the rim and lays it in. Now shot clock inside of 10 seconds. Pass comes out far side. Robertson unloads from three, and mercifully it misses, but good mercy. How about the putback from Hardgrove? Passes out to Zeglinski. Feeds out to Landisberg. Landisberg glides to the rim and lays it in. Swats it away from Barber. Virginia's moving the other way. Zeglinski lobs inside. Stuffs it down on the alley-oop jam.
The second half, when Coach Little came in and gave us a speech. Like, he was telling us we need to be more passionate. Like, I felt that. So I think we all felt that as a team. So we went out there, played harder, but we have to really play the game like that, start off the game like that.
Now Virginia with numbers. Landisberg lays it in off the window with a foul. Reed crossing over. Now makes his way inside. His shot blocked, but the loose ball picked up by Barrett. He's blocked inside.
He was able to, the second half, just be a presence, right? His length, his energy, his rebounding, and that's what we need from him as he continues to get better.
20% about and 20% at half. Here's a pass. What a no-look feed to Scott, who lays it in with the right hand. Meyinsse comes away with the rebound. Passes off now to Zeglinski. Zeglinski to the front court. Fires from three. Got it! Sammy Zeglinski has evened this game up. Couldn't get it to go down as he scooped his way to the hoop. Now going the other way with numbers. Reed will feed out near side. Three-pointer on the way. It's good. From Waller, pulled his team back to within one. Here's a shot from three from Reed, and Reed knocks down the three-pointer from the right wing. Trying to create on the baseline. Dribbles between his legs. 6 seconds to shoot. Shot blocked from Zeglinski. Now it's batted around. Going to be picked up by Hardgrove, and he's fouled.
The play worked. I wasn't able to get the shot up quick enough.
Fourth-year swimmer Ryan Hurley has had a great career at Virginia. He's an outstanding student, a natural leader, and your Student Athlete of the Week.
The Student Athlete of the Week is brought to you by the Cavalier Team Shop online, where every purchase benefits academic support for UVA student athletes.
It's definitely a little bit of a different college experience, but I think in the end we might miss out on some things that a lot of regular college students have, but the benefits we get from it are just outstanding, and I think outweigh by far what we miss out.
Okay, clear mark.
I definitely recognize that it's a lot of work, and being in my 5th year here, I will admit it, it definitely takes its toll, and it's just a lot getting up every morning and always staying focused, always going into practice and knowing you have to work as hard as you can. And so I think that's why all of our teammates have so much respect for one another, because we're kind of the only people on grounds that really understand exactly the nature of the sport. It's not just getting up at 5:30 in the morning, but it's practicing hard. It's really killing yourself for 2 hours in the morning and then 2 hours in the afternoon. I think the way Mark does things works perfectly for me and for just about everybody here at UVA. He keeps us motivated. He a lot of times keeps the mood very light at practice, but he's not afraid to let us know when we're not holding up our end of the bargain.
You have to be somebody that can, relate to people on the team, to pull them in, to be personal with them, and at the same time let them know that there's a time when we need to get the job done. I mean, his face is completely different prior to a swim meet when we're all in the huddle. We're talking about what we need to do. He's very serious. His demeanor is very serious. But at the same time, when we leave the pool that day, it's almost all laughs and I'm your friend now. I'm your captain at the pool. I'm your friend at the same time.
Pat Mellors and Coach Mark talked about the idea of him redshirting and spending a whole year focusing all of his attention on doing the best he possibly could at Olympic trials. And Pat came to me and said, I would love it if you went through this whole process with me.
It was my idea before we even swam at the spring championships, my third year, his third year as well. And I guess I had always thought that, no matter how I performed over the first 3 years of my career, that there was a possibility that I wanted to redshirt my fourth year. And so I approached him with the same opportunity kind of, and asked him if he would be willing to do the same thing.
I think what kind of sold me on it was that I knew that it would be the only chance I really had to give my best shot at making an Olympic team, to doing the best that I really could at Olympic trials. And if I were to be competing with the team all year long last year, I think that I might have sold myself short on doing the best I could at trials. We went to Bangkok. The competition was huge. It was the first time I'd been a part of a real U.S. national team. So it was kind of a point for me where I really wanted to make a statement as a member of USA Swimming representing our country. And I knew that I was capable of medaling, and so I really just was focused on having a big swim and was able to drop a couple seconds, and I was very happy with my second place.
I'd say he takes what he's doing in the classroom pretty seriously. He made the decision, and I didn't think that I could do it last year, and I didn't do it, to graduate in 4 years and then get his master's. So that was an extremely demanding program that he was on, to graduate last year and be redshirting and training full time. And then to be a master's student this year, I think takes a lot of guts to do that academically and to take on that challenge.
I finished my undergrad in the spring in government, and this year I'm in the Social Foundations program in Curry. It's kind of interesting coming from like a government background, being able to look at education as kind of like a case study and seeing how it fits in our society.
He's traveled internationally. He's been to the NCAA meet 3 or 4 times. Actually, every year that he's been swimming here, he's been to the NCAAs. So he really realizes that ACCs is really important, that NCAAs is so important, and that for so long we've been trying to become a top 10 team, and that this year is finally the year that we're going to do it. And I think he's reminding people of that that's an aspect of our goals.
Visit the Cavalier Team Shop online at virginiasports.com and take advantage of this week's special offer.
Corey Alexander was one of the best point guards in Virginia basketball history. The former first-round draft pick is now our radio commentator and the focus of this week's Cavalier Flashback.
Cavalier Flashback is brought to you by the Virginia Lottery. More than $3 billion to K-12 public education since 1999. The Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools.
I left with was the ability to lead a team. I looked at my opportunities for me playing with those guys and looked at the opportunities for me to be able to play here with, Jason and Junior. And, and I was friends with those guys, but Jason and I played together at AAU from the time we were 12 years old. Junior and I were teammates at Oak Hill that year, in high school. Yuri and I had played AAU together. I didn't really know Chris Alexander very well, but I loved the guy's initials and, of course, his last name. It was an opportunity for us to be able to come here and make an imprint on a basketball program that was, of course, right in my backyard. There was no place where I would have been nearly as appreciated as it was here. Ended up coming together, and like I said, one of the things that I can say is from the time we got here to the time we left, the University of Virginia was a basketball program to be reckoned with, and I believe that we left it in a better place than it was when we walked in. It was a great opportunity to play with Brian, and more importantly, what people don't understand about Brian Smith, as great of a basketball player he is, he's a much better person. And, it was to a point to where I would almost look at him and be like, look, I just got to touch you because you're not real. You don't make mistakes. You don't do anything wrong. Being able to be around Brian, just kind of made me a better person. And, of course, to watch him and the way he went about playing basketball and the way he worked, that just rubs off. And it allowed me to know that there was a different type of work ethic that I was going to have at this level to be successful than what I did in high school. I love this place. It ended up being the best decision for me, and of course I had a great 4 years here, one of the best times of my life. And the people that I've met and just all the opportunities that being able to be alumni of the University of Virginia, the opportunities that's afforded me has just been tremendous. And like I say, it's an opportunity and an experience I would never trade.
Coming up after the break.
Our 15th ranked women's basketball team returned to action this week in a home game against Monmouth. Let's check out the action in our women's basketball spotlight.
The Women's Basketball Spotlight is presented by the Virginia Athletics Foundation.
And Veronica taps it right to Brittany Milner, who grabs it, races down the right side of the lane, and lays it in with the right hand. 2-0 Virginia, and Shine's going to take it out of there on the dribble. Looking left wing to Monica Wright. Wright will drive hard with the right hand, unimpeded to the basket, easy layup. Off the glass, 9-6 Virginia at 15-18.
Monmouth was very, very physical tonight, which was great for us. And they have, Jennifer Bender is an excellent player. So, I was really glad to see that, we were able to step up and hold her down a little bit and play a game that against a really very physical New Jersey team, and I really like that. I think that just makes you stronger, makes you better.
Baseline to Lindra Littles. Littles, the fadeaway jumper, good again for Lindra from 10 feet, 16-6. Virginia's lead is 10.
I think once I get back into game rhythm, because there's nothing like being in game shape. You can be in practice shape, you can be in top physical shape, but game shape is completely different. So I think once I get back into a couple more games, I think I'll be okay.
Edwards will back it out. Now left corner to Monica Wright. To a cutting Littles free throw line jumper. Fadeaway good. 3 for 3 for Lindra.
Yeah, it's great to have her back. She's been playing like this all preseason and, in practice and things like that.
Good to have her back. And a steal in the backcourt by Milner, and she'll lay it in with the right hand. Bender, though, on the left baseline, the running right-hander, no good. Rebound Stovall, but then it's taken away by Alexis Scott. Little stole it up the left sideline. Here's Lindra in the front court. Down the lane, layup good off the double pump right-hand runner. 8 points for Lindra, 26-12. A great pass from Moore to Shine, who lays it in with the left hand.
Chelsea's a big, strong girl, and she's athletic. That's what people don't understand about Chelsea. She's very athletic. And she's got great timing.
Kennedy driving, got it inside, right block. Rejected by Chelsea Shine. Double pump runner, no good. Rebound Moore. Ariana looking for Shine, streaking down the lane. Layup good with the right hand. She had to catch it in one motion and go up. Finish. Kristen London looking for Chelsea Shine, free throw line. Shine down the lane. Nice. Virginia by 19. But Bender can score. Here's Monica attacking left baseline. Ring it up for Monica Wright again.
You know, she just looks like a woman among girls out there. She really does dominate the game in so many ways, and she really picks us up and makes us play at a different level.
Monica Wright down the lane, off a great screen from Stovall.
She runs faster with the ball than most people do without it. I mean, she's just amazingly quick.
Rebound, Brittany Edwards. Edwards will hand off to Monica Wright. Wright gliding ahead of the pack, lost the ball, got it to Shine though. He lays it in. Is there anything that Monica Wright can't do?
She never ceases to amaze me. She's just constantly doing things that are just so athletic and mind-boggling.
Thanks for watching Cavalier Sports Weekly. We're off the air for the next couple of Sundays, but we'll be back January 11, 2009 with more great stories from Virginia athletics. I'm Jerome Meyinsse, and until next time, go Hoos!
Cavalier Sports Weekly is presented by the Virginia Lottery. The Virginia Lottery, helping Virginia's public schools. And brought to you in part by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.